the record, my shirt does not say 8, it says In the Heights, the musical. Did I just arrange my hair for the specific purpose of making that joke? Yes, I did. Story time! Normally when I make storytime videos, the story that I'm telling happened very, very recently, like that week. Basically something stupid and or funny happens and I go, well, it appears that this week's video has written itself. Anyway, the story I'm gonna tell you guys today happened last July, and the reason I'm telling it so late is that I had a note of it in my phone, like I wrote it down to make a video out of it, and then I just forgot about it, and I decided to tell it today because it's a funny story, so let's go! Now let me just start off by saying that in live theater, shit happens. If you ever want to see Murphy's Law at work, watch any kind of live performance. Now, I personally believe that the most awkward and the worst mishaps that happen on stage are not when something happens, but when something doesn't happen. Now, what I mean by that is that a missed cue is about 1,000 times more awkward for everybody on stage than if, say, you know, a prop shatters in the middle of a scene. I recently told a story on this channel about the minute-and-a-half long dramatic pause that happened during a performance of Leonard Bernstein's Mass. I am in no way making that shit up, and this story is kind of similar to that. So last summer, I performed in a show called Summer Serenade, and it was just a review of like random Broadway songs and a couple of non-Broadway songs. And one of the songs that was a big group number was Heart from Damn Yankees. So we finished the number and then we just hold our final positions. We're all standing like this because your heart's in this general region, and we're just waiting for the applause to finish and the blackout to happen so we can walk off. And what you're told to do is that you do not leave that pose until the lights go out. So sometimes there'll be like a couple second delay or there'll be a little glitch and you gotta hold that pose for like maybe a few extra seconds. And normally when that happens, it's not obvious at all. Pretty much only the people on stage and up in the booth working tech know it happened. But on this particular night that we are telling the tale of, that's not what happened. So we're standing here like this. The audience applauds and then the applause stops and then the blackout doesn't happen. And everybody on stage is just kind of like, oh, just hold it a few seconds. You know, there was a little glitch. It's nothing. Just hold it. So we're holding it and holding it and holding it. Lights aren't going out. After about 15 seconds of the lights not going out, we are now engaged in the most intense staring contest of our lives. You got about 25 people on stage standing like this, trying to act like nothing is happening. It is dead silent, and the audience is just kind of looking at us like, what? Everybody in the theater at that point knew that something had gone wrong, and there was literally nothing that we could do to alleviate that situation. And so we're standing and standing and standing there like this, and after about 30 seconds of this, the eyes of all the actors on stage start darting around like, what the hell do we do now? What do we do about this? And at this point in the final pose, I was standing next to the choreographer for the show, Lindsay, whom I love so much, and after this period of just full-blown awkward, she literally did a toddlers and tiaras maneuver to just get everybody out of there. Lindsay just took action and went, and then walked off, and we all just followed her lead. Now let me just conclude this by saying that to this day, I do not know the specific thing that went wrong. I don't know what caused it. I do not know specifically what happened. I have a tremendous amount of respect for anybody who works tech, simply because y'all effortlessly do a job that I cannot even wrap my head around. There is just so much skill involved in working sound and lights and all that. And let me just add that up until that point, we had never had serious problems with the lighting. We had never had that caliber of a mishap in performances or tech week or anything, so it probably was just a fluke accident. Everybody makes mistakes, and I really can't like demonize somebody for making a mistake, especially with something that is so hard to do, that is such an incredibly skilled job. Like, techies, y'all are ninjas. And that concludes the story. Comment, like, subscribe, and follow me in all the links in the description, and I'll see y'all next Friday.